University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, the 2019 to 2020 University Challenge starts tonight. Earlier this year, institutions from throughout the UK sat our test paper, and 28 teams who scored impressively will be entertaining us over the coming months as they battle over 5 rounds to become series champions. For the first time, we've seen applicants whose year of birth begins with the number 2, and so they've never known a world without Harry Potter, Google, or the emoji. Now, the University of Lancaster is one of the so-called plate glass universities founded by Royal Charter in 1964, and its main campus is a familiar landmark to anyone who uses the northern reaches of the M6. Alumni include the cyclist Jason Queally, the versatile actor Andy Serkis, who's given us both his Gollum and his King Kong, and the broadcaster Ranveer Singh. With an average age of 23, tonight's team are playing on behalf of a student body of over 13,000. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Stephen. I'm originally from Durham, and I'm studying for a PhD in mathematics.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm from Nottingham, and I'm studying for a Masters in Philosophy.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm studying for an integrated Masters in French and German.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm originally from Chester, and I'm studying for a PhD in volcanology.
The University of Glasgow was founded by Pope Nicholas V in 1451 and expanded a century later with a gift of land from Mary, Queen of Scots. Alumni include the economist Adam Smith, the writer Tobias Smollett, the inventor of television John Logie Baird, the politicians Vince Cable and Nicola Sturgeon, and apparently Doctor Who also studied there. With an average age of 28, representing around 28,000 students, let's meet the Glasgow team.
Hi, I'm Ben Whitcomb. I'm from Northwich in Cheshire, and I study history and film and television studies.
Hi, I'm Kat McAllister. I'm from Glasgow, and I'm studying for a PhD in physics education.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Finlay McRobert. I'm from Aberdeen, and I'm studying mathematics.
Hi, I'm Ben Whitworth. I'm from Ashton-under-Lyne in Greater Manchester, and I'm studying for a postgraduate diploma in education.
Well, the rules are unchanging in this. Starter questions have to be answered individually on the buzzer. They're worth 10 points. Bonuses, though, are collective efforts, and they're worth 15 points. There's a 5-point penalty if you interrupt a starter question incorrectly. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. What short first name appears in the book of Genesis and links a Canadian comic actor, a Mercury Prize-nominated English folk singer, and the creator of the animated TV series Family Guy?
Glasgow Whitcomb.
Seth.
Seth is correct, yes. You get a set of bonuses on prime ministers and monarchs. On becoming prime minister for the 4th time in 1892, whom did Queen Victoria describe as an old, wild and incomprehensible man of 82 and a half?
It's Gladstone. It must be Gladstone.
Gladstone?
Correct. Stanley Baldwin is the only prime minister to have served 3 sovereigns in succession. Who was the first of the 3?
George V. That seems... Yeah.
George V?
Correct. During the reign of which British monarch did 4 men in total, Grey, Lamb, Wellesley and Peel, serve as prime minister?
Sure. George III?
That was William IV. 10 points for this. Letters of the name of which planet of the solar system may be used to make shorter words meaning pasta in the form of tubes, the former currency of Ireland, and a container for strawberries?
Glasgow McRobert.
Neptune?
Neptune is correct, yes. These bonuses are on an economic problem. Based on a survey of working-class homes in York, poverty, a study of town life, is a groundbreaking work of 1901 by which English sociologist and philanthropist?
I think it's Joseph Rowntree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rowntree?
Rowntree is correct. In 1879, which US economist published Progress and Poverty, a bestseller that called for a land tax to alleviate poverty?
was it again?
1870.
Oh, could it be? No, it wouldn't be, would it? No, I was thinking pain, but that's ridiculous. No. Pain?
Paine. No, it's Henry George. In his 1981 work, Poverty and Famines, which Indian economist set forth how economic factors such as declining wages and rising food prices have led to famine?
We don't know.
That's Amartya Sen. 10 points for this. Jimmy Somerville, Heathcote Williams, Billy Zane and Quentin Crisp are among the cast of which film of 1992 based on a novel of 1928? Directed by Sally Potter, the title character is played by Tilda...
Glasgow Whitworth.
Orlando.
Orlando is correct. Right, these bonuses are on the sciences. Each question requires 3 answers that begin with the letters A, B and C, respectively. Firstly, 3 elements, in addition to arsenic, that are horizontally, vertically or diagonally adjacent to silicon in the periodic table.
So it would be aluminium, carbon and boron.
No, it's just aluminium. It's just A.
Oh, aluminium.
Come on.
Aluminium, carbon and boron.
That, yeah, usually be given as aluminium, boron and carbon, if you're looking at ABC, but that's, yeah. 3 bright stars with the designations Alpha Boötis, Alpha Orionis and Alpha Geminorum, respectively.
3 stars. Could Betelgeuse be one of them?
Betelgeuse is probably one of them, but
Sure.
I can't tell you what the other one would be.
Sirius, Betelgeuse.
Arcturus?
Arcturus.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Arcturus, Betelgeuse and Ceres.
No, it's Castor was the 3rd one. Another question. 3 French scientists, their surnames are the SI units of electric current, radioactivity and electric charge.
Ampere, Becquerel, and Coulomb.
Coulomb, yeah. Ampere, Becquerel and Coulomb.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. Which ruler did Voltaire describe as the son of a crowned ogre, brought up with the beasts of the field? Voltaire thought it a miracle that he should understand the graces and subtleties of French civilization. In 1740, the year of his accession, the ruler in question launched a war against the Austrian Empire.
Glasgow McRobert.
Frederick the Great?
That's correct, yeah, Frederick II. You get a set of bonuses now on a poet. In 1918, which poet wrote that his work was not about heroes or deeds or lands, nor anything about glory, honour, might, majesty, dominion or power, except war? He was killed in France just before the armistice in 1918.
Wilfred Owen.
Correct. Several of Owen's best-known poems were written in 1917 at which Scottish war hospital? His friendship there with Siegfried Sassoon is the subject of Pat Barker's novel Regeneration.
Nominate Whitworth.
Craig Lockhart.
Correct. And finally, to which of his poems was Owen referring when he wrote, "Here is a gas poem done yesterday. The famous Latin tag means, of course, it is sweet and meet to die for one's country."
Dulce et decorum est.
Pro patria amore, yes. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a map of the contiguous United States of America. For 10 points, name the state highlighted.
Lancaster Ford.
Kentucky?
Anyone like to buzz from Glasgow?
Glasgow Whitcomb.
Tennessee.
Tennessee is correct. Tennessee gives its name to element 117 on the periodic table. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more maps indicating locations which have chemical elements named after them. Again, in each case, I want the name of the place, not the element. First, this state, which gives its name to a transactinide element.
So that is.
Rhineland Palatinate.
I think it is Hesse.
Hesse?
It is Hesse, gives its name to hassium. Secondly, this regional unit, which gives its name to an alkaline earth metal.
It's in Greece.
What did alkaline earth did he say?
Alkaline earth metal.
I was trying to think if I could think of an alkaline earth metal.
Anywhere in Greece.
I've absolutely no idea. Pass.
That's magnesia, which gives its name to magnesium. And finally, this university city, which gives its name to an actinide element.
It's Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Berkeley, after which Berkelium is named, of course. Right, we get another starter question now. Meanings of what short term include in phonetics a consonant uttered with the breath and not the voice, and in mathematics the irrational root of an integer?
Lancaster Ford.
Surd?
Surd is correct, yes. These bonuses are on ideal gases. The adiabatic index is a ratio of specific heats of gases under what two specific conditions?
Temperature and pressure, probably. Temperature and pressure, I'd say. Try it.
You sure temperature and pressure?
No, I'm not sure, but try it.
Temperature and pressure, should we go for that? Temperature and pressure?
No, it's constant pressure over constant volume. Secondly, for an ideal monoatomic gas, this ratio is equal to what?
8.31, I think.
Oh, so molar gas constant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Nominate Ford.
8.31?
No, it's 1.66. For an ideal gas, the universal gas constant is the Boltzmann constant times what other constant?
Planck. Try the Planck constant, say that.
Sure. Yeah. Planck constant?
No, it's Avogadro's number. Right, 10 points for this. First performed in 1907, which play's central character is described upon his entrance as a slight young man, very tired and frightened? It tells the story of Christy Marn, a self-professed fugitive who wins the admiration of local Irish villagers by claiming to have killed his bullying father.
Glasgow Whitworth.
The Playboy of the Western World?
Correct. Your bonuses, Glasgow, are on the deaths of philosophers, in the words of a somewhat idiosyncratic article in the Oxford Companion to Philosophy. Firstly, in 1626, which English philosopher died of a cold contracted while stuffing snow into a chicken as an experiment in refrigeration?
Might be for bacon.
Sounds like bacon, because it's a scientific method. Bacon?
Francis Bacon is correct. Which Frenchman was, quote, similarly afflicted through rising early to instruct Queen Christina of Sweden?
Oh, Descartes. Descartes?
Descartes is correct. Finally, who died, quote, cheerfully after fending off the pressing inquiries of Boswell about an atheist's attitude to death?
Isn't it? It would be Pascal. Oh, 18th century.
Yeah. He's talking to Boswell. Spinoza?
No, it's David Hume. 10 points for this. A marvellous and artificial palace of marble in the midst of a fair wood. He has built a royal house on pillars gilded and varnished. To which location do these words of the clergyman Samuel Purchas refer? Visited in 1275 by Marco Polo, it was the subject of a poem of 1790...
Glasgow Whitworth.
Xanadu.
Xanadu is correct, yes. These bonuses are on a museum. Which major art museum has satellite galleries that opened in Lens in northern France in 2012 and Abu Dhabi in 2017?
Yeah.
Guggenheim sounds good. Guggenheim?
No, it's the Louvre. Meaning a series of columns supporting an entablature, what name is given to the eastern facade of the Louvre, built under Louis XIV?
Portico would fit the definition.
Sure. Nominate Whitworth?
Portico?
No, it's the colonnade. A rebuilt wing opened in 1993 is named after which chief minister of Louis XIII who collected works of art for the king?
Pass.
That was named after Richelieu. Right, there's plenty of time to get going, Lancaster. We're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of classical music. 10 points if you can give me the title by which it's usually known in English.
Lancaster Ford.
It's the Blue Danube Waltz.
It is indeed, yes. Your music bonuses then are 3 more classical works that evoke the flow of a river or stream. This time, I want you to name the composer in each case. Firstly,
Nominate Ford.
It's Smetana di Moldau.
yes, I only needed the composer. Secondly,
It's das Rheingold. It's Wagner.
Yeah, it is. Wagner.
it is Wagner, the overture to the Rheingold. That was depicting the Rhine. Finally,
Could be, actually.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Handel.
no, that's Beethoven. It was part of his Pastoral Symphony, the scene by the brook. Right, 10 points for this. In evolutionary biology, what general category of geographic environment appears in an alternative name of the effect known as Foster's rule? This states that in the environment in question, small mammals evolve into a larger size.
Lancaster Ford.
Island?
Island is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Lancaster, are on geometry. For a regular polygon, what is given by the product of half the perimeter and the apothem or apo?
Area.
The area of the polygon is correct. For a polygon with n sides, what is given by the formula open brackets n minus 2 close brackets multiplied by 180?
Interior angles of the. It's the interior angles.
Yes.
The sum of the interior angles.
That's correct. What is the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon counting one angle at each vertex?
I think it's only 360 degrees always.
You sure? 360 degrees.
Correct. 10 points for this. The numbers 2, 8, 20, 28, 50 and 82 are among those known in nuclear physics by what?
Glasgow McAllister.
Magic numbers?
They are magic numbers, yes. Your bonuses are on 4-letter surnames, Glasgow. Give the name from the description. The second letter is the same in each case. Firstly, born 1815, the explorer who has given his name to the large seasonal lake that is the lowest natural point of Australia.
That's Cook. 4-letter name.
Is it Erie? Oh, no, it's in there.
Oh, that's American. No, probably.
It's Australia, so I'd guess.
I think it's.
Cook.
No, that's Eyre, Edward John Eyre. Secondly, the 20th century English philosopher who used the expression ghost in the machine to refer to the mind-body dualism of Descartes.
The second letter is the same, so it's Y.
Bing.
Sure. Nominate Whitworth.
Bing.
No, it's Ryle, Gilbert Ryle. And an organist and composer who died in Essex in about 1623. He's particularly noted for his sacred and secular polyphony.
Nominate Whitworth.
Bird.
Bird is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. On British road signs, what animal indicates a zoo?
Glasgow Whitcomb.
An elephant.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses on a river, almost 600 kilometres in length. Which river rises in the Spanish Pyrenees and flows northwestwards through France to Bordeaux?
It's a tributary to the Rhone then. How does it the Rhone? Oh, the Rhone, sorry.
The Tarn is kind of in that rough.
Oh, I think, yeah, actually, yes, I think it is.
The Tarn.
No, it's the Garonne. Before entering the Atlantic, the Garonne unites with the Dordogne to form which estuary?
Oh, God. Val, I think, is a big region. Val? Something like that, sure.
Val.
No, it's the Gironde. Which city is the capital of the Haute-Garonne department? It's linked to the Mediterranean by the Canal du Midi.
So, it's like around the Pyrenees.
Somewhere like Montpellier.
Yeah, it's Montpellier. Maybe Toulouse or Toulon would be the only other options, but say Montpellier.
Okay.
I think.
Montpellier?
No, it's Toulouse. 10 points for this.
I didn't know.
In the USA, what two-word name is shared by the largest city of the Show Me state and a major city of the Sunflower state? The cities in question are contiguous.
Lancaster Ford.
Kansas City?
Kansas City is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on terms associated with volcanoes. In each case, give the term from the definition. Firstly, what adjective derives from the name of the Roman author who described the violent volcanic eruption that destroyed Pompeii?
Plinian.
Plinian.
Plinian is right. Secondly, what Indonesian word denotes a powerful landslide of ash and water that flows down the sides of a volcano? I need a 5-letter singular word.
Lahar. Lahar.
Nominate Roscoe.
Lahar.
Lahar is correct. And finally, a kind of volcanic lava with a rough, jagged surface covered with loose clinkers. I need a short term from the Hawaiian language.
Nominate Roscoe.
Is correct, yes. Time we took another picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a still from a film. For 10 points, give me the film's title.
Glasgow Whitcomb.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
It is To Kill a Mockingbird, which is on the British Film Institute's list of films to see before you're 14, which was developed to encourage parents and teachers to take film more seriously. Your picture bonuses show 3 more films on their list. Let's see how many you can identify. Firstly, I want the title of this 1963 film.
Jason and the Argonauts?
That is correct. Secondly, this film of 1946.
That would be it. La Belle et la Bête?
Correct, Beauty and the Beast. And finally, this 1988 film.
My Neighbor Totoro.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. Named after an Indian scientist, the Sahar equation expresses the relationship between the observed spectra and temperatures of what?
Lancaster Ford.
Stars?
Stars is correct. You get a set of bonuses on surnames, Lancaster. Common in Bulgaria and Greece, respectively, Popov and Papadopoulos, are surnames that refer to what occupation?
If you don't know, just pass.
Potter.
Potter or Smith, which would you rather? Potter?
No, it's priest. The Polish Kowalski and the Hungarian Kovacs both denote what occupation?
Gosh. My brain went to cook.
What's something to do with horses, I feel?
Peasant, try it. I don't know.
Smith? Smith?
Yeah, sure.
Smith?
Smith is correct, yes, or blacksmith. And finally, the commonest surname in Ireland. What name derives ultimately from elements meaning sea and warrior?
Murphy?
Could be.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
Murphy?
Murphy's right. 10 points for this. Quote, he is America. His crudity is an exceeding great stench, but it is America. Those words of Ezra Pound refer to which 19th century poet noted for his self-published anthology, Leaves of Grass?
Glasgow Whitworth.
Whitman.
Whitman is correct, of course. You get a set of bonuses, Glasgow, on parasitic plants. What is the common name of Viscum album? A hemiparasite on trees. It has olive green leaves and white berries.
Mistletoe.
Oh, yeah. Mistletoe?
Correct. Rhinanthus minor is a hemiparasite that reduces the vigour of grasses in wildflower meadows, allowing other plants to flourish. What is its 2-word common name?
Really? Okay. Pass.
It's commonly known as yellow rattle or hay rattle. Named after the founder of Singapore, which genus of parasitic plants includes the corpse lily, said to be the largest single flower on Earth?
Sure. Nominate Whitworth.
Rafflesia.
Rafflesia is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. What two letters denote the type of coupling in quantum mechanics, also known as Russell-Saunders coupling? It occurs within multi-electron atoms when the spin-orbit coupling is weak.
Lancaster Ford.
P and N.
No. Anyone like to buzz from Glasgow?
Glasgow McAllister.
BE.
No, it's LS. 10 points for this. What is the single-word botanical name of the maidenhair tree? Often described as a living fossil, its name comes from the Japanese for silver apricot.
Lancaster Green.
Monkey puzzle.
No. Anyone like to buzz from Glasgow? Right, we'll crack on then. It's ginkgo. 10 points for this. An argument on behalf of the Catholics of Ireland was a work of 1791 by which Dublin lawyer, a founder of the non-denominational Society of United Irishmen?
Lancaster Ford.
Charles Parnell.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Society of United Irishmen. He was a leader of abortive rebellions in 1796 and 98.
Glasgow Whitworth.
Wolf Tone.
Wolf Tone is correct. Your bonuses are on major cities of Brazil. In each case, identify the city from the description, please. Firstly, the capital of the southern state of Rio Grande do Sul. Its name means joyful harbour in Portuguese.
Puerto something? Okay. Absolutely no idea. Okay. Pass.
It's Porto Alegre. Secondly, the capital of Amazonas state. It is a major inland port noted for its ornate opera house.
Nominate Whitcomb.
Is that Manaus?
That is Manaus, yes. And finally, the capital of Bahia state in northeastern Brazil. Its name is a religious epithet.
Could be São Paulo.
Is it called Salvador?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Salvador.
Salvador or South Salvador is correct. 10 points for this. In 2018, the Royal Ballet marked the centenary of the birth of which US composer, with productions including Eugen, Corybantic Games and The Age of Anxiety?
Glasgow Whitworth.
Bernstein.
It was Leonard Bernstein, yes, well done. And that again, Lancaster had 95, but the University of Glasgow had 230. Well, Lancaster, you never really got a chance to show us what you were made of there, but we shall have to say goodbye to you, I think. Glasgow, 230, you deserve to win. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match, but until then, it's goodbye from the University of Lancaster.
Bye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from the University of Glasgow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.